Hey, welcome to the Animator Studio. I've got a lot of things I want to show you today. I want to show you some things about, what we're doing here, what this page is about. The page is about doing artwork and arts and humanities, kind of like that type of thing. Um, but I want to try and do some animation on it. I know a lot of my animation tutorials have been, smaller. I've done some walk cycles and some, different type of characters and stuff. But what I was looking through here the other day, through my library, and it was just astounded me about how many different pieces of artwork I have. I mean, I'll show you too. Like here, uh, just like this one for example, I made this, and this is a font for Zoltan. And like if I click on this, see that blue square around it? Now that means that I can change that one by pulling the timeline anywhere to Zoltan. I guess that's down at the end, right? So there would be Zoltan. This would be Zoltan. These are just faded out because it's showing that I'm using this one. I'm working in Animate CC, and I do a lot of artwork in Animate CC. It used to be called Flash, but now they've made it into Animate CC, and I really don't like the idea what they did because I worked in Flash for years, and they always had, this is the other Flash right here. I paid like $200 for this one, Flash Professional. But then when the Flash player got depreciated, they quit allowing you, because this only did out to the Flash player, so you couldn't really use this. You had to like go and you have to have this program to port out to HTML5. But what I was looking at was how much work I have done, and like these, like I was saying, each one of these things, each letter is a whole alphabet. So I could make it say anything. Here's Goliath. I could turn this into an I just by going here and say, okay, let's make this one an I. I think I've broken this one apart, but yeah, I had. Well, no, I could just click in it, right? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. See, even this one. I had it set to where like these things are selectable, and you got to be careful when you're doing animation because lines are not, for some reason, lines and vectors are not scalable, not like fills are. So you have to do everything and you need the lines obviously to make things, but then once you make them, you've got to get rid of the lines to make fills out of them, because when you scale it, it won't be the right. So that's your first little tip. But that's one thing. I mean, I got a whole bunch of different ones here. This one here is just blank page. That's nothing. Now this one here is a one I'm doing for like a Clint Eastwood story. I don't know if you've ever seen that Clint Eastwood where he shoots the mules, or he shoots the guys because they laugh at his mule. And I was gonna go ahead and just do a little thing with this guy, because he's got his poncho and everything, and he throws it over his shoulder. But I just wanted you to see how much work goes into all this. Each one of these lines had to be like click, 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 click. Like these lines that you're looking at here, most of them were done like this. You know what I mean? Click, drag, click, and then if something's not right, I have to go back in and do this. Oh, it needs a good. Now you can use the pen tool, and it makes it a little bit easier. But it's pretty rough. Like when you get into this, like look at this guy's head. Okay, for instance, here's his head. Now his head turns around. If I could just grab hold of this thing. I don't know. Maybe I got to go in here. Where's the timeline? How come the timeline won't drag? I don't know. But it's locked for some reason. But if I go in here, see how his head turns? So you can use this guy to make his head turn one way or the other, and you can make him blink. But I had to go in and draw all these things. You know what I mean? So like these eyes, uh, these eyes have like different movements. They can look at different directions, look up, down. They go crazy with crazy eyes. You know what I mean? You can make them look all different ways, and you can actually change them for each different keyframe. So I'm gonna probably do a tutorial, or not a tutorial, but a walkthrough on making this clean. I still don't have his gun in here and stuff yet. But it's part of, I'm trying to do like a couple cool animations. This guy's one of the characters. And he's in a bunch of different things. Like he's in this one, or this is something else, but he's in another one I'll show you in a second. But this one here, for example, each one of these things had to be vectorized and colored in and everything. And when you test this, you can see that it's a swimming fish. So, like, if you move this around, you can make him talk and his eye blink and look around. You know what I mean? But here he's just an object. But there's like his fin. There's his other fin. His back part. Like if you look at, there's just his back part. Like if you just wanted to make his back part move, you could. So this is I'm just trying to show you how many different things I've done. Like here's a vectorized John Wayne. I don't know if you know who he was. He was a master actor for cowboys, and I'm trying to vectorize him. It'd look cool. I don't know. I like working in vectors. Here's another one. Here's one I'm working on for part of the show. But each part has its special parts to it, and there's like whole files. Like here's the same guy, only he's in a this time he's in a doctor suit. And this doesn't need to be here. And that's what you have to do each time you want to cut something, too. I mean, you can use a keyboard, but I don't use a keyboard. I usually just use the mouse. I'm trying to learn. I have one of those tablets, that everybody's got now, where you can draw. But it's not as concise or as perfect drawing with the pen like that as it is this way, but it takes a lot longer. But you can make him do anything. You can make him talk, And that's what this part down here at the end was him. It's called New Smoker, but in reality, it's him. Here's the coat I made for him. This is the new coat, but his old coat, I don't know. Maybe to show it. Yeah, see, kind of comes in here. Now this shouldn't be okay. So like I just have to move this, over here, and so that this won't look so funny. So this part really needs to go over here. and I'm gonna go through some of the things about what a graphic is compared to you see it says graphic compared to a movie clip and a button. And I mean, you can make total games out of this and everything else. Flash was like really big. That's why I was kind of bummed out at Adobe, because what they did was they sold the product for a set fee, and then they had a bunch of add-ons made for it, right? From outside vendors who made like a little bit of money off each one, and then they turned around and back design or took apart those designs and built them into this new Animate CC. So now it's like if I want to change this guy's lips, you can go to pick lip syncing or frame picker, and it's got the frame picker here. And this used to be a whole different plugin that you had for Flash, but now they've got it. They did it, so they let everybody else do all the brainstorming and everything for their program, and then they turn around and made it to where you had to buy it monthly. So I'm paying yearly. I had to pay yearly because all my stuff was created in him, and I mean a lot of stuff. Like I was looking here earlier, I've got a lot of stuff that was made. This whole file here, which is this much, 8.19 gigabytes of information. That's just artwork. So like I have videos. That you've probably seen this one. This is one of my first videos. It's on my page. It's called Peter Walks on Water. I don't know if it's gonna play or not. But well, here it goes. See, if you've watched this one, I did some parallaxing in here. Trying to learn how to do it, and I did some lightning effects and different things. So I was learning more and more. I'm trying to learn animation and I want to do something really nice, I hate to see all this stuff go to waste. I got years of this stuff. I'm serious. I spent a lot of time in it, making this stuff. So I hate to think what might happen to it all. Oh, here, waterfall. There's waterfall. See, I made this. This is something I did when I was doing artwork. So I've been doing artwork for years, and I started doing animations and stuff. I created this character. His name's Zoltan. But the thing is, like, I made this meme. I made a lot of these memes. If you guys would stop putting up words with my picture, that'd be great. I don't know if you've ever seen The Office, but I just put those words up there. It was just a meme I made. But I've done so many of these things. My brother's a great artist, too. Here's some of my brother's stuff. He does some real nice artwork. And it's not a matter of being able to do nice artwork. I mean, that's great. But being able to animate this stuff is really hard because, it takes a while to animate something. Like, I've got my own avatar here where he's like Superman, and that's my face. But I've got so much of it in here. I mean, like, look at this one. This is called the Black Knight picture, okay? Now, I'm not nowhere near done with it, but as we go along, I will have different videos. I will show you and talk to you about artwork and how you learn art and everything. But this is the Black Knight picture, and I'm going to open it up in Adobe Animate. And this is just a cutout, of what. I mean, look at this. This is a picture that I drew originally, and then I came in here and I made. See, this is the horse's face I made in vectors, and this is the original picture underneath. See, that's the original picture I made it too. but I wanted to make a cool ass horse. You know what I mean? So I made this cool horse, and I'm gonna put this armor on him, and I've got whole sets of armors. I've got sets of knives and guns and explosions and all these different things. And I hope that somebody will enjoy them. And I'm going to keep posting these things. I don't know. I hate to think that I did all this work in vain. I have some website stuff that I would like everybody to be able to check out. You know, I'll show you. YouTube Studio. I have a place where you can Patreon me, where you like. Why is this not the right page? I don't know. That's not the right page. Oh, here it is. So here is where it's at. It's at CafePress.com. And this is the one of the characters I made. But if you click on this, you can see I've got all these collections on CafePress of my artwork, and none of it ever sells. Nothing ever works for me. I don't know. I don't think I've ever sold one thing. Just like this. See how this is doing? This should have no problem going in here. You know? But now I have to log in. Well, if I have to log in, does other people have to log in? You know? And it's just, it's terrible. That's what it is. It's such a quagmire. There's so much awful stuff going on here. But I have thousands. There's that picture again. Remember that picture I told you I made? This is me. And I have like hundreds of different, like here's glasses that I've made that are really cool. You know, they'd be cool. People would like to have them. They're professional. I mean, they look great. But nobody ever sees them. I never get anybody to even look at them. I don't know. I don't even get people subscribing. I think I got like 10 subscribers because I have so little artwork on there. They're just little shorts, you know, like a person laughing or whatever. I mean, if you go on my, and I'm just trying to tie it all together. And what you're going to watch is how a developer develops. You know, how do you develop? How long does it take? I mean, it takes a long time, especially if you're doing it like I'm doing, because I'm doing animation. You know what I mean? So, animation, like if you look at some of my animations, they're really tiny, you know? Watch. Like, I mean, I didn't do these, but I thought they were cool, so I put them in there. I've got some leads to, you know, different people. Like, here's a lion walk cycle that I did. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, you know? And all these things I did over, you know, I put so many hours into them. I even do gaming videos, and like I've painted motorcycles and painted things. And there's some of the creatures that you would see in this thing. If I ever opened up the whole thing, you know, you would see. Like, well, watch this guy. I'll just end this video with this. But what I want to say is, I'm trying to build up, and I'm going to keep building it, and they're not going to stop me. You know, I feel like Satan is trying to stop me, or some evil force. But anyway, they're not going to stop me. I'm going to keep doing it, so God bless. But watch this. This is just this dude. I was with the smoke and stuff. Okay, ready? Test.
Thank you for perusing our video. We hope you enjoy the show.
And we hope you enjoy the show. Please subscribe. And this is what the channel's about. And if you want to send in some pictures of some cool stuff that you're working on, if you're an animator, you've worked in Animate CC before, let me know, because uh, that's kind of what I'm doing. So that's where it's at. That's what's going to be on the show. I mean, there'll still be video game stuff on there on my time off, and I'll still do some guitars, and I'll still do this and this. But I'm gonna focus on this animation, and because I want to do like a cool couple videos with these characters. Hopefully, Lord willing. I mean, it takes so long. You're talking about 30 frames per second. It's just boom, 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 boom. But I'm trying, and the recording software is a nightmare. You know, I don't even know if this is recording. I did this video before. I went through the whole thing, and the video wasn't recording. Sometimes it doesn't record sound. Sometimes it this, that. It's been terrible experience, but I love doing it, and I'm gonna keep on doing it. People may not say I'm an artist, but I know I was an artist, and I'm gonna keep on being an artist. You do it too. Don't let them get you down, brother. If you have faith, you can do anything. You can move mountains. So just subscribe, ring that bell, and you'll get some notifications because I'm going to come up with some new stuff. I'm going to be coming up more and faster with some newer stuff. So I appreciate you, and God bless. And I'll see you on the rebound. You know what I'm saying? And let me turn this off. Like I say, God bless again.